Hello and welcome to episode 5.5 of the Minecraft Pocket Edition series. Something went wrong with my video editor, so this is all pre-recorded footage and I am narrating it as we go. So I'm not actually sure everything I said while all this was happening, but I'll explain it to you best I can. The gist is, I made a half episode of 5.5 instead of moving on to 6 because I kind of hated everything we did in the last episode. I feel like the farm did not turn out very well. It looks kind of ugly. So I went into creative and I came up with a better design for it, and I think the new design looks a lot better. So in this episode we're going to be building that. And it was supposed to be a tutorial. I'll try to match up the tutorial. We'll see how well I do. You'll see that I took out all the crops right there. And I'm gonna get rid of the dirt later. Yep, look, those are the crops. Sorry, I'm off time for all of this. I also bred a lot of cows. And it looks like I'm about to do some more breeding. Geez, this is hard to have to guess what I'm about to do. But yeah, I'll narrate as much as I can, just to make sure you guys don't just stare at this silent screen. Actually, I think you can still hear the blocks. You can still hear the actual Minecraft sounds, just not me. I mean, you'll see just right then. I was looking at how slowly the grass has grown. I probably spent 2 hours in game prepping for this half episode, and the grass barely grew. So this is the little platform we're going to use to be building, and you can see it's kind of a circle-ish. Off to the side are some pumpkins that I was using to grow some more pumpkins, because pumpkins are a light source that we're using in this build. You can see I got a few in there. You can pretty much ignore everything in that chest because I don't know how to do math, and those were supposed to be the ingredients, the supplies you needed to build this thing, and well, it's just wrong. So I'll try to recalculate how many you need for the build. It's a stackable build, so I'll give you in the description there will be supplies needed for one layer, and it looks like I'm about to start. So I'm using Spruce Logs. You do not have to use that. This is all mostly aesthetic. I went 7 along. I went in one, put a log, in another, put 2 logs, as you can see. And I'm just showing you guys again. In 2, another in. Then I turned around, and now I'm doing another 7. So this is kind of a repeatable thing. It's not a perfect circle, but it is, I don't know, I like it. I wanted to kind of mix things up a little bit. Yep, and now you can just, at this point you can just mirror what you did on the other side, except instead of going in, I'm going out. Yeah, that's what I'm pointing at right now. Jeez, this is hard. Well, looks like past me is just gonna keep on doing this. I had a pretty good day. I recorded this in the morning. Played some Fortnite. I don't post Fortnite videos because I play on my Xbox and I don't know how to record that. So you're stuck with Pirate Dreams. I need to come up with a name. I know I don't have a whole lot of viewers, but if anyone has a great a kind of James T. Fox kind of name, like a Fox themed, or I don't know, just something piratey that could be cool. I think I was just using that to show you what it looked like above. You can see it's kind of like a smushed circle. And then I've got all those torches that I used. Oh yeah, so this is where the other build starts. So you have to go into those 1 bits, not the 2 and not the 7. Those are just 1 corner bits. I don't know how to explain it better. You're going up 2. This is the bit where it's going to be kind of a tutorial because I don't know how much of a tutorial this will be. You can kind of pause and keep going as you need. Hopefully my narration can be of some use. I think at this point I'm pointing out that this does not have to be 1 level up. That can be in the ground. So your dirt can just be the ground. Yeah, I'm just showing that. It's actually probably more useful if you put it in the ground. I'm probably doing it the harder way because after this I'm gonna put down the dirt, and so it just was more work for me to have to get dirt. So You have to choose what side you want your door to be, and you go to the opposite side and go in the middle and place 2 up. That's where your ladder is going to be, because I said this is stackable, so to get on the other sides. Then you're going to get some glass, and you're going to go 2 up on all the blocks that you did not put the logs on. Like I said, a lot of this is aesthetic, so you can change a lot of it up to kind of suit your needs or your desires or whatever. And I'm just pointing out there that empty space right there is where the door is going to go. So on the opposite side, that's where the ladder is, and then on that side, that's where my door is. And you can do that on any side. Yeah, depending on what you want to do. So I'm just putting in the rest of the glass here, except I ran out because I don't know how to do math, like I said. So I'm just grabbing more. Maybe not. Maybe I'm grabbing more logs, I guess. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. So yeah, I'm putting more glass in. This is a lot harder than I thought. So then you're going to take your log again, and you're going to put 1 on top of everything. So at this point, you should have three levels up, like 3 blocks up from your beginning layer. And right there, I just put a block there so I could put the log like that. Once more, this is all aesthetic. You can use any block. If you want to, this could all be the same block in just the shape. I just think it looks nice the way I did it. You know, especially with my world, you can see out into the ocean. I just think that's really cool. So right here, like I said, I'm using dirt. I'm just placing again, and this is where it would be more beneficial for you guys to just put it in the ground. But yeah, you're gonna do a 1 block stretch from the doorway to the ladder, and that's just gonna be like your walking space. There's not gonna be any crops that go there. And then I'm gonna put in the dirt right now, and I'm gonna pause the narration here and cut it so you guys don't have to watch the me putting in dirt, because I want to save time. Okay, we're done cutting, and now this is where I'm gonna do the water holes. And actually, I did it wrong the first time. Right here, I'm telling you that it has to be there. It's not. Disregard. I'll just talk for a minute, and then I'm going to go into creative. Well, past me is going to go into creative and check what the real answer is. So just disregard. Those holes are in the totally incorrect place. So I'll just tell you something cool. Like, did you know that you have more than the average amount of arms? Because if you think about it, most people have 2 arms, but some people have less than 2 arms. Which means, like, people who are, like, only have 1 arm, you know, for whatever reason. So that means that even if it's only a little less than 2, you still have more than the average amount. Assuming you have 2 arms, that is. If you have 1 arm, then you have less than the average. Oh, and look at that. You get to see into my creative world. I mean, I was going to cut this part, but I guess it doesn't really matter because I'm still talking. That's just me counting right there. So I have to be 4 away from the window instead of the log, and I'll show you that again in a second. Yeah. Wait, did I just go back into creative? The heck was that? Oh no. Oh no, I'm back in survival. Okay, so if you look at that, if I'm about to do it, yep, I did it wrong. So you go to that end of the window. So your doorway, go in, 3 blocks over, end of the window. And that's why it's good to have a window, because go 4 blocks out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 5th block is going to be a hole. Then you go to the other end, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5th block is a hole. And that's going to be 2 away from your little strip of wood, your pathway. So you can just go 2 over because they're parallel. That's a fancy word. I don't have math this semester, so using fancy words like that is actually a big thing for me. And here I'm putting in the water. I think I was supposed to cut this part too, but it's hard to cut it while I'm narrating, so I'll just talk some more. I know you guys love listening to my voice. What am I doing? Oh, I'm putting in the glass now. This is also aesthetic, but I like to do it because I'm about to put a block over the water, so that the water still fertilizes the ground, but when I break crops later on, it won't fall into the water and get stuck and become a whole mess. So if you look at that, I place the block down and then place the glass and then place the jack-o'-lantern. Jack-o'-lantern is just my choice. I don't even know if you have to include a light source. You probably don't want, zombies and whatnot to be spawning in your farm. But yeah, I think jack-o'-lanterns look cool. I might change that later to something less like a Halloween-y. I mean, like, they're not strictly Halloween-y, but it does kind of give up that vibe. I might change it to something like glowstone or magma. What are they called? They're not magma, it's the nether things. It's like a shroom light. Shroom light, is that what it's called? Shroom something. Or a sea lantern or something. I just don't have those right now. But if you do, go ahead and use those. So I'm showing you right now, the roof is also the second layer. So technically you don't need a roof, but a roof does make it so that you don't trample your crops. And I might show you that in a second, and I might not. I might show you later. But what I'm showing you right now is that you put in the dirt exactly where the dirt is on the floor, the first layer. And I recommend not putting dirt in right above the jack-o'-lantern like I just did, because, I might take it out right now. Yeah, there we go. Because that makes it much easier for you on the top part, because then on the next layer you won't have to figure out where your water blocks go. You just know what's that empty block where the jack-o'-lantern is. And I left a block empty right there on the spruce path, because that is where your ladder is going to go. That's how you're going to get up to the second layer, or whatever layers. So I'm just placing that dirt in. Yeah, not covering up that next jack-o'-lantern block. I am being so arbitrary with what blocks I place. But that's me. It's kind of fun narrating. I talk a lot more, I feel like, because I have to fill the space because I don't know when I'm supposed to cut it. Oh, I'm supposed to cut it right now, maybe. Oh, no, that's the ending of a cut. Whenever I switch into third person, that's my cue to future me to edit something. So that way I don't have to rewatch the entire video. Oh, I'm showing you right now. It won't, you can't really jump. So if you didn't know, that's when you jump onto a crop, it unfertilizes it. It turns it back to dirt. So that 2-block space prevents that from happening. So that's why I like it. And then I'm just using a hoe right there to hoe the entire ground. You'll notice that it starts getting more fertilized. And the water blocks are strategically placed so that all of that dirt gets fertilized. If you watched the last video, you'll know that I had a little bit of trouble with that, with the farm that will not be named because it's so horrible. And that's basically one layer. And that's going to be all the stuff you see right there as of right now in the video. That is that's what the description materials are going to build you. So you'll just have to multiply that by however many layers you're doing. So you can see right now that I'm putting in seeds because I'm making 4 layers in this video. 2 layers for carrots and 2 layers for wheat. I'm just putting my wheat. The first 2 layers are going to be wheat because I feel like I'll use wheat more. Because you can use it for breeding, you can use it for food, you can use it for breeding villagers. I just think it's more useful than carrots, which are kind of just a food source. I mean, I guess you can breed villagers with carrots, can't you? I'm not sure about that. I just use bread, usually. One of my favorite things about Pocket Edition is that you can do the pick feature. I have the button I can press, and it basically, if I have seeds in my inventory, but not in my hotbar, I can press the button and it'll give it to me. Or I can look at a block and click it, and if I have some in my inventory, it will give it to me. You know what? I think I'm supposed to cut it here because I think I'm just gonna multiply that by 4. So I think I'll cut it here and just show you the finished feature, because I don't want this to be a super long episode. I just want to show you what I wanted my farm to look like. So I was just tapping my mic there. Sorry if you just heard some interference. But yeah, I think I'm just getting more materials because, like I said, I can't math. So yeah, I'll cut it here and I'll see you when I'm done. Okay, we're back. I just cut out like an hour's worth of footage, so be glad you didn't have to watch me do that. So I'm jumping in the ocean right here just to show you what it looks like. And look at that. It doesn't look too bad. I like that it's not too big. I wish it was a little bigger just because it looked like I actually did a lot of work. But yeah, that's a lot of wood I used. So don't be triggered by the way I put that door. I just like it. So you can see I did my wheat, and then I ran out of seeds there. So there's not really anything there. I did another carrot, did 2 carrots. But on that final floor, that 4th floor, you'll see that I'm not quite finished. I don't have all the pumpkins. And then that roof of that final floor is all ready for prep if you want another floor. So I just really like that because this design is stackable. So you can really make it to the sky limit. You could even, I mean, I guess you could make it down too if you wanted to. It looks like I'm ending the episode here. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope that this atones for like that horrible video that I made yesterday. I might actually publish this video today. But yeah, we'll see. And look, I'm trying to wave, but I don't know. And I just threw my pickaxe, so goodbye.